out here doing a little bit of exercise outside. So I'm not gonna be doing a whole bunch of talking. So yeah, stay tuned if y'all wanna watch me exercise. If not, I don't care. But anywho, happy Thursday. Oh. How you doing? There's a lady walking down the path that she's doing this with me. They call this the let it go. Let it go pose. Meaning exercise. And Qigong. So we're gonna let it go. Let it go. Alright, now we're gonna do some tapping. Start here. tapping and some bouncing. Right. Good. All right, now we're gonna do the arms, back shoulder rest. It is this way, so we follow this way, but Now back to center. And we're gonna get down on the back. Oh my god. This is like the hardest part of meditation is quieting your mind, relaxing your shoulders, and just relaxing. Why does this go like this? Oh, sorry y'all. Why is this screen so dark like this? Alright, let's try this again. keeping my eye open because it's like two not blackjacks. I think these are like hornets. One right there and one right here. Okay, he flew off. She getting it in. She done ran past twice. She getting it in. This one is really good for people that have like low back problems, low back pain. This one really helps. Oh, goodness. Sure look like it's gonna rain, but not calling for no rain. But you just never know. With Mother Nature or them controlling the weather. You never know. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if it's just me or what, but I just feel like this world is just fucked up. It's just fucked up. Everything is just meant to be against us. Unless you in that billionaire, millionaire class, everything, you're not exempt to none of this fuck shit of this world. And with all the shit that's going on right now, you definitely have to be very intentional about protecting your peace and just trying to find some calm in the midst of all the bullshit. Like, this past year, as far as like the beginning of 2026 and like the end of 2025, like my eyes have just been open to a lot of shit. Um, just life stuff, like the government, their bullshit, this political bullshit. Like, we pay these people to work for us. When we vote these people in, first of all, let's start there. The voting shit is bullshit. Because I say that not to deter anyone from voting, because that's not what I'm going to do. But I really feel like that it's already determined. Like, you got those billionaire families. If you know, you know. If you don't, then you probably think I'm just talking out the side of my neck or some shit. And that's fine, because maybe this conversation ain't for you right now, but hopefully one day you'll get what I'm saying. You got these rich billionaire families that's controlling everything, that's controlling government decisions, and both Democrat and Republican, they both out for their own best interest, money. Like, it's very few that really are for the people that has not been bought out, and it's not in that whole bullshit with Israel and shit like that. Like, because at this point, they calling us the United States of Israel. Because what the fuck? Why is our military? Why is our military supposed to be, I guess, combining with them or whatever? I don't even know the logistics of the bullshit, but it's just outright bullshit. The fact that we here in the United States can't get free health care. The fact that we gotta pay for every fucking thing. The fact that when it comes time for us to use things and get like certain like assistance, I don't know who that is, but the fact that when it comes time to use things or whatever, or get some type of assistance, we get the fucking runaround, or we still gotta pay out money. For prime example, health insurance. If you're not on Medicaid, then then you know exactly what I'm talking about. You pay insurance, still gotta pay a fucking copay when you go to the doctors. And if it's not a routine, you're gonna pay co-insurance, all that bullshit. You still gotta fucking pay. Do we get a rebate? No, we don't get a fucking rebate. Do we get a rebate when we don't get sick and don't have to use our insurance, and the only thing that we going in is for routine stuff and shit like that? Because you would think that because we're not costing the insurance people money, because we're pretty much healthy, that we would get a rebate. Because they didn't have to shell out thousands of dollars. In which these thousands of dollars, I'm pretty sure that we've already paid into over the years. But somehow we managed to fall in line with the bullshit every single time. Every single time. Every single fucking time, y'all. We fall right in line with the bull. I don't like how that's sitting on here. that the right way? Yeah, I'll do it like that. Yeah, we fall in line every single time, y'all. And it's like, what can we do? We too fucking divided. And they know that. And that's why we are fighting a losing battle, because we're too damn divided. You got some people out here praising these politicians like they looking out for our best interests when they're not. Then you got some people like myself that see the bullshit. These motherfuckers is not for us. And everything has been set against us. We're just continuing to just feed the system, support the system, while they just fuck us over every time. Every time, y'all. Every time. But that's why I try to make it a point to get out and try to just get some type of peace. Whether it's, working out outside, just sitting outside, taking a walk, what have you, you know. Because, yeah, I refuse to allow this shit to make me depressed. All this world shit. Like now we got this shit going on with, okay, Dr. Fauci. People want to talk about, oh, he did the best he can during this pandemic thing, this, that, this, that, this, that. Okay, I got it. But let's talk about where let's talk about COVID in general. That I feel like was purposely released as their plan for depopulation. I don't know what kind of bug that is, but get away from me. And it worked because a lot of people did not survive. I'm not saying it wasn't a real thing, real, disease or whatever you want to call it. But I think it was purposely done. And then the push for people to get vaccines and shit like that. And then you had people that's like, it got to the point where we were so divided that family members was even like, if you ain't, did you get the shot? Did you get the shot? If you ain't get the shot, I don't, you can't come in my house. You can't do this. Can't travel. You can't, like, me and hubby made the decision together to not get it. Thank God neither one of our jobs was pressing us to get the vaccine. And I feel like, it's only by the grace of God that I never got COVID. Never got it. Hubby got it. And even with us being in the same household, and for a minute we was sleeping in the same bed and all of that. Because I was just like, okay, well, I've been all in his face and he been all in my face, and we've been, I guess I'm going to get it too. So it got to the point where it was just like, he didn't really have any symptoms like really bad symptoms of coughing. He was just real tired. I think he may have had a cough, but I think that's it. He was just very tired. So we were still around each other. I didn't quarantine. He didn't quarantine. And I never tested positive for COVID. Never got the shot. And then now, years later, not even years later, because people was talking about how once they got the shot, it was a difference and this and that and the other. People was talking about, certain ailments that happened to them after that was, in their opinion, or I guess if their doctors or whoever said that it could be related to the shot. The thing I didn't like about the whole thing was that all of a sudden you come up with this vaccine and you pushing people to take it, and then you're telling people, oh, if you take it, you're not gonna get it. Well, that was wrong, because what we found out, people end up getting it still, even while taking the vaccine. People still got it. Then they say, oh, they came back and say, oh yeah, you can still get it, but it ain't gonna be as bad, and you might not die. Okay. So now we switching it up. See, that's what I don't like. I don't like shit like that. So now we switching it up. Okay. Then it went to the point of people that got it, got the jab, ended up getting COVID, and then some people, unfortunately, did not make it, even with the jab. And they say, oh yeah, that's because they probably had other underlying issues. I said, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and depend. I'm going to go ahead and I'm gonna go ahead and bet on my immune system. You're not about to you're not about to inject me with some shit or force me to get some shit, and then you don't know the side effects. And I know with all vaccines it's some type of side effects, but something that's in my heart and my soul just told me stand firm and not get it. Cause I'm gonna be honest, like before COVID came out, maybe like 2 or 3 years prior to that, I was working in the medical field, but maybe 2 3 years prior to COVID, they will always have free flu shots to come to the job and just that and other. I got it every single time, but this one particular year, I got the flu shot, and when I tell you that sucker tore me up, I ended up having to be um, uh, taken to the emergency room from work in an ambulance because I had a really bad, really terrible headache. I mean, really bad. So I get there, they run all these tests, and the first thing she says to me, oh, did you take a flu shot recently? And I said, yeah, it was like a week time. She was like, yeah, well, we've been seeing a spike of people coming in here that recently had the flu shot and something, and I probably got a bad batch and all this crazy shit. I'm like, what? So long story short, um, it wasn't nothing that they could really do. They just gave me IV, to hydrate me, and then my pressure was high, so they tried to get that under control, but I had to kind of like just let it be until I, got myself back together. Luckily, when that happened, it was like a weekend, so I had some days to rest to get myself back in, But after that, I was like, well, I'm never taking the flu shot again, and I didn't take it when the previous years after that. So, so when COVID came out, I was like, oh yeah, no, I'm definitely not taking it because The flu shot had me jacked up a couple of years ago. I'm definitely not taking this. And then y'all don't even know what the hell is in this. And y'all forcing us to take it. People losing their jobs if they don't take it. Hey, Taz, it's been a while. Hey, Sean, how are you? But yeah, so I'm just like, and it's like they want to keep us so distracted with what's going on. All these Congress hearings with this going on, that going on. Release the Epstein files. Release the redacted. Like, it's just like so much. And then now we got this whole thing with Fauci pleading the fifth, and then they going back and forth. It's like a stage play at this point. It's like something to keep us so fucking distracted on what's really going on behind the scenes while shit is just being just dismantled all the way around and just fucked up. I just don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. What the fuck can we do? So that's why I try to make it a point to find things, do things, like sitting, doing what I'm doing right now, sitting at the park, by the pond, listening to the water, doing some exercising, meditating, being in nature, because it's calming to my soul, my nervous system. Because if I just stay like just drawing in and focus on the bullshit of this world, I will damn near lose my goddamn mind. And I'm not losing my mind over no shit that I fucking can't control. And yeah, I've been unemployed since March the 29th. No, no, I'm sorry. Not March, May the 29th, the 2026. I was laid off. They gave me severance pay, filed for unemployment. Do y'all know it's been a month and I have not received an unemployment payment yet because of some dumb shit in regards to a um a a question that I answered wrong that I end up getting corrected, but because of how their processes are, I have to wait for some bullshit about a penalty list for someone to go in there and to fucking go into the system and approve it. And she's like, oh yeah, well everything looks fine. We're just waiting for them to go ahead, to relieve um to lift the penalty. I'm like, okay, so when is that? I said, because the last person I talked to, they told me 5 days. It's been past 5 days. Matter of fact, it's way over 5 days. It's like 10 days, business days. Oh, I see where the process was started, but I don't know why she told you 5 days because I can give you a time frame. I said, so you mean to tell me you want me to continue to file every week by a certain time for unemployment just so the system can automatically disqualify me for the weeks because of this penalty that's on my account that a supervisor can only go in there and lift it, as she says. But I have to wait. But everything looks on the up and up. So I told her this is unacceptable. Because one, we pay into unemployment. That's number one. And number two, This shouldn't be made this fucking difficult at all. The 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 great thing about um all of this is that I have other ways to make money, and I have other, you know, without saying too much. So it's not like I'm, in a bind or nothing like that. It's just the principle of the fact that I'm being taken through this bullshit, the runaround for something that's already been rectified. And no one can give me a clear answer every time I call. I done called them 3 times. Every time I call, it's, oh yeah, everything is fine. We just waiting. Okay, so how long am I supposed to wait? So again, like I said, it's always something um, that's going to fuck with your mental, fuck with your peace, life shit. That's just something in my personal issue, but it's always something, and somebody always gonna have something in life. You know what I mean? Going on, and I understand life is not going to be all peaches and cream, but at the same time, I don't like incompetent shit. I don't like when shit is simple that's made difficult unnecessarily. I don't like shit like that. I don't like that. But it is what it is. Bills still getting paid, all that, you know what I mean? But it's just the fact that every week you want me to file and it says disqualified because of a penalty that you already said that the penalty should be lifted. And all you need to do is have a supervisor go in the system and lift the penalty. But for whatever reason, this simple task is not done, which makes no fucking sense to me. But that's just me being on the Lord rant. So yeah, so I sit outside and just try to maintain my peace. Try not to. Hey, how are you? How are you? I'm alright. I'm just doing a little venting, but overall, I'm okay. And that's good to hear that you are good. Just trying to, you know, maintain my peace and not stress about things I can't control. You said you too? Yeah. Mhm. It's it's always something. I was telling my mom earlier. I see why people go postal, and I hate to be that type of person to be like, you know, um, one no negative, because I'm not a negative person at all. But I definitely see why people go postal. I see why people in some situations snap. I really do. Is that thunder? Yeah. I don't know. Being outside just kind of like, um, it's peaceful to me. And then I just feel like just listening to nature is very calming. Um, I didn't really realize how calming it can be um, until after 40. You said you going outside too? Yeah, definitely need to get outside. Even if you just step outside and just staying still. Get outside. You said, yeah, I want to go to the woods. Yeah, I don't know about the woods. I don't know about in the woods. Then where I'm at right now, it's not necessarily wood, but it is like wooded area around the pond. Um, but yeah, I find my peace comes from sitting by water. So I will go to like a pool or like a water park and just sit by the pool, sit by the water. And every once in a while I get in, but just me sitting by the water, reading a book or, just meditating, doing my yoga or whatever, it's peaceful. Yes, it is. It is a good spot. I like this little it's actually a really big pond, but I like this little spot right here because of the little water thing right here. It's one on the other side, but this part right here is not it's not a lot of people right here. Like you see people walking past, but the path from where people are walking is a little bit further back than on the other side where the fountain is. The other side is like the people right behind you. But right here is cool. You say, yeah, my peaceful place is listening to music. Yeah, that's another thing. So music is definitely um, soothing to me as well. Um, Especially like some really good soul music or something that just like this, you just can relate, relaxing music. Sometimes I be in different moods when it comes to my music. Sometimes I be in like a chill R&B zone, and other times I may be in like a um like something more like fast paced, uplifting, upbeat, up tempo, whatever. But music is definitely one of my coping tactics. Like it's nothing like just turn on some good music and just zone out. And like for me, I like to dance, stuff like that. So if I'm in the house, and I'm in that mood where I want to listen to some music, depending on what mood I'm in, whether I feel like I want to be in that chill mood or I want to be dancing, I would be in the house just dancing by myself, just chilling, just having a good old time. Hubby be in the basement, he be watching TV, and he'll come upstairs and he'll just shake his head and laugh because he already know what type of mood that I'm in. Sometimes he'll join in and he'll dance and stuff like that, but other times, you know what I'm saying, he'll let me do me, and because he know that's just like one of the things that I like to do. Just like he know I like to come to the park. He like to go fishing, which I like to go fishing too. Um, so that's one of the things that think that we do together is fishing. Even though I'm not touching no fish. You said you're a singing person. Man, listen. Now I'm one of those people too that like to sing too, even though I can't sing. Even though I can't sing, but if you tell me, if you say let's do some karaoke, baby, I am going to go up there and I am going to sing. I can't sing word for damn, but I'm going to sing because that's just me. I'm just one of those people that just to like to enjoy myself. Like I'm not going to be all over the place with it, but I'm going to enjoy myself. I'm not going to let anybody stop me from enjoying myself. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to be like, oh, people watching. Fuck them. Like they probably watching because they want to be able to do the same thing. Some people don't have that freedom of it where as though they can be themselves and where they can just be like, you know what, fuck everybody else. I'm gonna do me. I'm gonna enjoy myself. And yes, you said you and your dad go fishing together. Yeah, and even though like when me and my husband go fishing, he told me he was like, I used to be like, we're not catching nothing. We ain't catching nothing. And he was like, babe, that's why it's called fishing. And I said, what you mean is why it's called fishing? He was like, it's not. He said, he said, it'd be called catching if we was supposed to be out here really catching. You know what I'm saying? But it's called fishing because you fishing. You fishing for the fish. And not all the time are you going to be able to catch a fish. Sometimes we go out there and we don't catch anything. And sometimes we go out there, we catch stuff, and then we throw it back. So it's just the calming of it, the relaxation of it, and um, yeah. I just encourage people to just enjoy life because it's so much stuff in life that is trying to just break us down. So many things in life is just trying to break us down. And I consider myself a strong person, but sometimes you just get tired of being strong. Because when people know you're a strong person, it's almost like they don't expect for you to have moments of weakness. They don't expect for you to need a shoulder or an ear. But yet they want to come to you with their problems and expect for you to help them and be their shoulder. Expect for you to be the one that they dump all their stuff onto. And unfortunately, I'm the type of person that if I really, really love you and I really consider you a good friend or whatever, I'm going to help you. I'm going to try to help you. I'm going to try to help you come to some type of, resolve in the situation. Because that's just me. And sometimes I take on other people's stuff that I don't need to take on because of my nature to help. But unfortunately, when you do that, sometimes people run to you to drain. They drain you with their shit, but they never once check on you, truly check on you when you could be going through something. It's just like they're just like, oh, okay, she's she's strong, he's strong, they got it. But yeah, this is what's going on in my life. Like they like fuck their problems, but this is what's going on in my life. And I've gotten to my point in life that I have to say I can't care about nobody else stuff. I can't care about nobody else stuff. Like my daughter said something to me, and she was like, "Mommy, you are not you 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 can't save everybody. Stop trying to be a hero." And when she said that to me, it stuck to me. Cause it's like, will these people even do the same for me? And the answer is no. You said, let me see. I'm sorry. I wasn't even looking at the comments. I was just, I'm so sorry that I even got emotional on live because I'm not one of those type of people that show my emotions or to be, you know, online. And that's like that. But I was just sitting here just thinking how it takes sometimes the smallest things to happen for you to really see who's in your corner. You say, yeah, I feel you. I get it. I get that. Yeah, yeah. You say, yeah, I try to hide it, but sometimes my friends ask if I'm fine, and I say I'm okay. And I feel you. You know why? I do the same thing because at the end of the day, sometimes when if I'm just gonna say it for me, the type of person I am, I don't go around telling people my feelings like that. Not to say, because not to say I'm not, I don't want to express my feelings, nothing like that. But you have to be really dear to me to really get um, deep down my feelings. And then I also feel like, what's the point of me telling you my issues when you came to me about your issue, and now my issue is on the back burner because of your issue. And then I don't want to dump my issues on other people. And see, that's the thing. Some people do that. They dump their issues on other people without even thinking that maybe that person could be going through something. Maybe now is not the time to be dumping the issues, but they don't think like that. And if and if I know that you're going through an issue already, I'm not going to come to you with my issues and we both be basket cases. Like, I'm not going to do that. That's just not me. But yeah, but I do the same thing. I do the same thing. Yeah, you say, yeah, that's what happened to me. Like, yeah, like, even after, like, um, I've realized that I'm an empath. And, like, in my 40s, I realized that, like, life has just been, um, life has just been really, like, revealing in the past couple of years. I don't know. It's because I don't know what it is, but it's just been revealing. Like, I've learned a lot about myself. I learned a lot. Like, I know that I'm an emotional person to the extent of I'm not like one of those people like real dramatic emotional like that, but I'm emotional like if someone comes to me and they tell me something that happens to them and it's like really heartbreaking, tragic, and I literally can feel their pain. Like I can literally feel their, and it's like, and I go into a whole, oh my gosh, and try to go into help mode because I feel that pain. I can really like empathize with them and really like feel that person's pain. And sometimes that is very draining. It is very draining, but I don't hate that I have that because I wanna show people love. I wanna show people empathy. I wanna be there for people. I don't hate that I have that, but at the same time, it's draining sometimes, especially when you got your own issues to deal with. It's draining. And people will always be like, "Oh yeah, that person's strong. She's strong. He's strong." Y'all check on your strong friends, because not every day are we 100% strong. Not every day that we even 90% strong. We just manage to keep it in and take and tackle it in our own versus putting that on somebody else. Like, if I'm having a bad day, I'm not going to put my bad mood on everybody that I come in contact with. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to transfer that energy because I know how energy works. I'm not going to go around here because I had a bad day. I'm going to go around here and be a shitty person to everybody that I've come in contact with because I had a bad day. I don't do stuff like that. That's weak to me. That's weak. And if you're the type of person that just go and just shit on other people because you're having a bad day, you're very selfish. And some people, because they have bad days or because they're miserable in life, they just don't want to show happiness or be helpful, show love to other people. They just want to be fucked up. And I don't want to be fucked up. I don't want to be in that negative energy. That's why I made a conscious decision to change my outlook. Like back in the day, If you ask my best friend, if you ask my best friend, she'll be like, oh yeah, she definitely calmed down. Because I was definitely one that will match all your motherfucking energy. Like, you come at me fucked up, I'm coming back at you fucked up. Now, I'm probably be like, I'll look and be like, depending on the type of energy you bring me, I may give you a pass because I'm thinking more so into giving you grace because people are dealing with a lot of shit and sometimes shit don't even be about me per se. And I realize that sometimes when you take yourself out of the equation and you stop making everything about you and stop taking things so about you, you can kind of like let that shit go because it's really honestly not about you. You said, I would look happy when I'm around people, but when I'm alone, I let it out, but I will never let it out on people. Right. Yep. I feel you. I definitely can relate. Rob, I definitely can relate. Is it okay if I call you Rob? But yeah, I definitely can relate. And I think sometimes when we do that, people get that misconception of this person don't need nobody or this person is good all the time. And I think sometimes when people get that perception, it's jealousy that comes with that too, because they're thinking like, oh, this person got a perfect life, or you never see them down. You always see them strong and happy-go-lucky. You know what I mean? So it's not like, um, so it's not like that. You know that anything is on the outside. It may not look like to them that anything is probably weighing them down or they going through anything. It just looks like everything is just perfect, but everything don't be perfect. It's just that we just have a way of dealing with things internally. Because honestly, sometimes you vent to somebody or you whatever, they can't even help you. You just wasting your time. And I feel like I'm not gonna keep wasting my time. I'm not going to just vent to somebody and just to keep talking about it and you can't help me. To me, I feel like that is no, you know what I'm saying? Now my husband, of course, my husband, he be seeing me all over the place, all kind of emotion. I know sometimes he be like, whoa, you know what I'm saying? Because he probably be like, and I even had to apologize to him, because I even felt like I'm so sorry for even having these type of emotions, because I'm like, he's like, no, he was like, I'm supposed to be the one you had these emotions with. I'm here for you. I'm supposed to be. Don't ever say you feel like apologize for having these emotions with me. But because I've kept things in for so long and like everything and don't have those moments too often, especially around other people, it's like when I do have those moments, I feel like I need to be like, oh, I'm so sorry for having those moments. And he's like, no, you good. You can have these moments. Don't feel ashamed or don't feel like because you having these moments. But that's just because of how I just gone about with things. Exactly. You said, yep. There are some people you can trust, but at the same time, you definitely have to be, um, you definitely have to be careful because sometimes people just um, want to collect information so they can just be like, oh, okay, this person got this going on, just being nosy, or they can use it to go back and try to hold it against you or whatever the case may be. So that's why I am very selective in who I vent to. Like my mom is definitely one of those ones that I can like today when I talked to my mom after being on the phone for like over an hour holding and trying to get this situation situated with the unemployment people. Um, I was literally like, I see why people fucking go postal and spaz out because people just be out here playing. Like, you know what I mean? And especially when you doing everything you the right way and then you getting a runaround, you getting this, you getting that. And it's like it's not getting resolved. You hearing that it's going to be resolved and then it don't get resolved and then it's just like, what's the problem? And even when I got on the phone with the girl, um, I had never talked to her before, but I was pissed because I was like, this is ridiculous. This is freaking ridiculous. And she was like, I definitely understand what you're saying and this, that, and the other. And she was, really, good at explaining everything and saying she was going to expedite it. Whether or not she expedited it or not, I don't freaking know. But I just was like, something just clicked in me. It was like, you can't get yourself worked up. First of all, I have high blood pressure that runs in my family, so I have to be mindful of getting myself worked up. So I'm like, okay, don't get worked up. Everything is gonna, work itself out. Have patience. This is me telling myself in my head, but at the other part of me, it's like, what the fuck? The other part of me is like, y'all fucking playing with me. Y'all giving me the fucking runaround, and I'm like to the point, like when I get pissed off, everything. I look, my mouth get very, 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 very vulgar, and I don't necessarily like getting like that because one, it takes too much energy to get all worked up, and that gets my pressure up, get my heart rate going too fast. I'm not trying to freaking stroke out because I'm going off on somebody for some shit that they probably technically don't have really no control over because they just the person that's answering the phone. So I had to let her know, like, look, I'm not trying to be difficult. I'm not trying to blame anything on you per se, but this is just ridiculous. Yep, that is facts. Big facts. You have to be careful because salt can even look like sugar. Big facts. Big facts. And again, I'm learning that, you know, some people that I really, really felt dear to heart, that was, dear to me, that I family member I that I have love for and still have love for to this day, that they didn't have my best interest in mind. So at the end of the day, it's just like I don't even like. I sat back and I was just like, Jimmy, y'all don't know me at all because if you knew me, you knew I'm not even about that type of what you're trying to accuse me of which is like so fucking far fetched that it's like I had to laugh because it's like, are y'all okay? Like, am I in a twilight zone? Like that's what it feels like. Like sometimes I be like, is this a real? Or is this a simulation to see how far I can be pushed to the limit before I snap? Because this can't be real, but it is absolutely real. So I had to make a decision to um, block some people out my life, block them from off of social media. You know what I'm saying? And wish them well. I don't feel like that I need to defend myself on some shit that if you really, really knew me, you knew I don't even move like that. I don't even have that type of energy to move like that. I got other more pressing, important stuff to be focusing on. That is the crazy part. So I had to learn that, like you said, salt Sugar can look like salt, and salt can look like sugar. Mm, mm, mm. Bittersweet. But anywho, all right. I think I done rambled on enough. I think I done rambled on enough about my inner thoughts right now. Yeah, there was a girl. He said, yeah, there was a girl. Yeah. But anywho, I just take it one day at a time. Thank God for another day, my health, movement in my body, breath in my lungs, right mindset. I just thank God for those things. Yeah. You said, yeah, she was so mean, and I was young, so I didn't really know what to do. I just kept forgiving her, but it was kind of hard to, yeah. And sometimes they say, forgive people, but you don't necessarily have to. Forgiveness is for you. That's number one, okay? To get that off of your heart and your soul and your mind. But just because you forgive somebody does not necessarily mean that you allow them back into your space. You can forgive them and you can say, you know what, I wish you well, and cut them the fuck off. But again, these are things that you learn in life. And unfortunately, you had to learn by dealing with that situation, and you kept giving her grace and allowing her back into your good presence and your goodness, that she took that for granted. You know what I mean? And sometimes people, when you do that, when you keep forgiving them and keep forgiving them and giving them passes and stuff like that, they already got in their mind like, oh, this person, if I do this again or if I do something else, they're going to forgive me, and everything is going to be okay. And we're just going to go on about our day like it's nothing. And no, it's not going to be like that all the time. And that's the thing that sometimes people don't understand. Like, you can forgive somebody multiple times, and it would take that one time, and even if it's not a big issue, that one time, and you just sit back and you be like, you know what? Nah, I can't do this no more. I can't do this no more. And then you just and then you just, let them go in peace. Let them go in peace. Hi, Andrea. How are you? You said my friend just joined, by the way. Oh, is that Andrea? Is that your friend? Welcome to the live, Andrea. I'm just venting. You probably like, what the hell did I get join? It's a good vent, though. Oh, y'all just had a sleepover. Okay. What time is it where y'all at? But yeah, sometimes you just gotta release people with love and say, I wish you the best. Release them in love, forgive them, and keep it moving. But that don't mean that you have them back into your life. I learned that the hard way as well. Yeah, I learned that the hard way as well. Just gotta release them in love and keep it moving. Because the more times you give them the past, they gonna keep on just trying their hand, trying their hand. Because obviously, when you gave them the forgiveness the first couple of times, they took that for granted. So sometimes you gotta show motherfuckers that, okay, First time, I let you slide. Second time, I don't know what the hell I was thinking. Third time, I like to give people 3 strikes, you're out. I don't know why. That's just a rule that I have. All right, peace out. Peace out, Rob. I'll talk to you next time. Thanks for the convo. Cool beans. You said I'm going out in my pool. Yes, I love it. Enjoy for me. Take a dive for me. Kick your feet in the water for me. Peace out. Peace and blessings and much love. Yep, so that's that on that. I'm actually about to, you too. You have a nice day, nice evening. It's about almost 7 here, so I'm probably about to head in the house. But yep, sometimes you just gotta release people in love. You gotta forgive them and release them in love. And, I mean, I don't suggest you keep setting yourself on fire, trying to prove to someone. Oh, what kind of bug is that? Yeah, I wouldn't suggest setting yourself on fire, trying to prove that you a good person. Release them in love. Oh. All right, y'all.